Narayan Namaste. Welcome back to Zeel's Astrology, your go-to channel for all things Vedic astrology. Now Venus has moved into the sign of Leo from 15th of September till 9th of October 2025. During this time, Venus will be together in conjunction with Ketu, which makes this transit quite important. So let's understand this in a simple manner. Now Leo is a fixed fire sign ruled by Sun. It is about authority, ego, confidence, creativity, leadership, and the need to be respected. It also connects with pride, power, government, and strong will. Leo energy naturally wants to shine, to stand strong, and to express bold ideas. There is a lot of strength in this sign, fire and strength in this sign. Now, if we look at Venus, it is a planet of love, compassion, relationship, spouse, finance, balance in life. Venus also brings the ability to enjoy comfort, negotiate well, and handle money wisely. And before diving deeper into this topic, I would be grateful if you could subscribe, like, and share these videos with your friends and family. And also do not forget to hype my video, and also do not forget to hit notification bell so you're always up to date with our latest content. You can also follow me on Zeel's Astrology on Instagram as well. And for personal consultations, feel free to email me. All the links are given in the description box below. Now, when Venus comes into Leo with Ketu, it gives a very clear message. The message is that this is the best time to focus on saving money. Try not to spend on things you don't really need, like luxury items or random purchases. Instead, keep your money safe and invest in something steady, like fixed assets or insurance. This will really help you in the future. If you don't save and just keep spending unnecessarily, then Ketu's influence can increase your expenses even more. So Venus with Ketu in any case brings expenditure, but it is in your hands to choose what kind of expenditure you want. If you spend on material things you don't need, that money is simply gone. But if you put the same money into investments or safe investments, into savings or safe investments, then it will return to you with interest later. So this is a wonderful chance to build your savings. Use this period wisely, increase your savings as much as possible. And this is honestly one of the best pieces of advice for this transit, and it is especially important for people residing in India right now. Along with this Venus and Ketu conjunction, one big thing you need to be careful about is your relationship. This includes all types of relationships, whether it is with your spouse, family, close ones, or even even in love relationship. During this period, issues or disputes can arise, especially with females, no matter if you are a male or female yourself. So it is really important to be mindful of your words. Try to keep your ego as low as possible. For women, this becomes very important. If you already have Sun and Venus conjunction together in your birth chart, then this transit can make ego issues even more stronger. The best thing to do is to stay grounded and humble, because otherwise ego clashes can happen with others, especially with other women. And Ketu has its own way of cutting things off later. Now, since Venus rules Taurus and Libra, money matters are also under its influence. So if you don't save money, as said earlier, if you don't save money wisely, Ketu can bring sudden expenditures or losses. So financial care is also very important now. For those who are in business, this is not the best time to take any big major decision without proper planning and thought. Married people also need to handle their relationships with patience. If you are in love relationship, this period can go either way. On one side, Venus and Ketu together can bring sudden breakups or detachments. Or on the other side, if this combination works positively in your chart, then it can also bring new relationships in your life, which will be very highly karmic in nature. Some people may even find themselves wanting more space in relationships, like feeling the need to step back or spend time alone. You may notice that after meeting someone or talking to someone or talking to them, you very quickly feel like pulling away for a few days. This sense of detachment is part of Ketu's influence here. And at the same point, Venus will also aspect Aquarius and Rahu. So if you have been facing issues wherever Aquarius falls in your chart, then Venus's aspect here can act like a soft blessing or as a sanjeevani. It won't completely remove the problems or the negativity of Rahu, but it can reduce some of the pressure and give a bit of relief or renewal in that area of your life. Now, who will feel this transit the most? People who have Sun and Venus conjunction in their chart, anywhere in their chart, or any planets placed in Leo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Taurus or Libra will notice this very strongly. Those who have planets in Purva Falguni, Bharani, Purva Shada Nakshatra, or those who have Venus and Mars conjunction together in their chart will also be impacted by this transit. For the remedial part, you can chant Vishnu Sahasranam and Narayan Kavach, which is the must for this transit. And you can also do upasana of Mata Mahalakshmi. You can chant any of her mantras as well. It will help you in many of the challenging areas of your life. Now, moving on to quick ascendant-wise analysis. Aries ascendant. For Aries natives, Venus will be transiting through the sign of Leo, your 5th house, along with Ketu. This transit needs a little care in relationships, especially in love matters. It can either bring sudden breakups or even bring new relationships into your life. But whatever comes now will carry a highly karmic energy. Some people may even face challenges in marriage or lose faith in the idea of marriage itself. The reason is that Venus, your 7th lord, is with Ketu, and at the same time your ascendant lord Mars is positioned in Libra, which is your 7th house. If Mars works negatively in your chart, then this whole combination of Venus, Ketu and Mars can create some struggles or some issues in relationships. But don't forget, this is a very short transit, so it will pass. During this time, try to stay as calm as you can and be very careful with your words. Harsh or blunt or speech can hurt relationships very easily. Money is also an important area now because Venus rules your 2nd house of finances. This transit can increase expenses, so try to save and put your money in safe places like fixed deposits, insurance, or other low risk options. Think of it like this: whether you spend on luxury items or invest, money will go out anyway. But if you invest it, you will get returns later. This is a good time to plan your future savings, but avoid risky or speculative markets for now. Some Aries natives may even conceive during this period if that chart supports, and if you are planning for that. And if you are in business, then be extra mindful with partnerships. Expansion is not impossible, but it needs very careful planning here. Mars in the 7th house will push you to take bold steps, but remember, your 7th lord is with Ketu, so anything done without proper planning or backup may backfire. Mars has the potential, it can give you the energy to take actions, but the action should not be impulsive, but it should be very thoughtful. Try to avoid unnecessary disputes with women during this time, or with anyone. Venus will also be aspecting Rahu, your 11th house. So if you have been struggling in finances or in any on any aspect which is related to the 11th house, that is maybe in your social circle or anything else due to Rahu's influence, and Venus here may give you a little relief. Some desires may get fulfilled, but the key is to keep your wants simple and not become overly greedy. The less you chase endless desires, the more peace and stability you will find in the long run. Taurus Ascendant. For Taurus natives, Venus will be moving through Leo along with Ketu in your 4th house. Since Venus rules both your 1st house and 6th house, this transit can feel a little unusual for you. On one hand, you may feel more attached to your home and want to spend time with your family. On the other hand, you may feel the need for your own private space and some isolation from your loved ones. Say, for example, you may come home early from work to enjoy time with your family. At first, you enjoy being with them, but after half an hour or so, you suddenly feel like you want to be alone. This mix of togetherness and sudden desire of space is a kind of energy you may experience during this transit. This transit can also bring a swing of emotions for you. At one moment you may feel very happy, and suddenly something small may make you feel down. So ups and downs in mood are possible. Along with that, it is important to look after your health and also your family's health as well, especially your mother's health. Since Venus is your ascendant lord, it is with Ketu and also rules your 6th house. If health issues do come, don't worry too much, because with some effort you can overcome them. Mars is currently in your 6th house and can give you strength to fight health issues or any challenges in your life. This is not the best time to buy property or make big decisions about land or assets, but if you have no choice, then proceed very carefully. Venus will also be aspecting your 10th house, Aquarius, where Rahu is placed. So if you have been facing difficulties in your job, with your boss, with your co-workers, then this aspect may bring some minor relief here. Some of you may even see progress or some gains, small gains in your career, if your chart supports it. Those working in creative fields may feel an increase in creativity, out of the box idea, and may benefit from such fields during this period. Gemini Ascendant. For Gemini natives, Venus will be moving through your 3rd house, the sign of Leo, together with Ketu. And since Venus rules your 12th house and your 5th house, this period can bring a mix of experiences. You may find yourself traveling, both short and long journeys, and some of these may even be spiritual in nature. And at the same time, there could be some expenses connected with travel or with auspicious or spiritual activities happening around you. There may also be some small misunderstandings or ups and downs with siblings. So it is important to handle those relationships with patience. Be especially mindful of your speech, because your words can easily create issues during this period. Some of you may also notice sleep disturbances, so take extra care of your rest and daily routine. During any travel or family functions, a few small hurdles may come up, but don't let that discourage you. Just remember that these are Venus is temporarily here in this sign. It will soon move out of this sign. So don't get discouraged here. And since Venus rules your 5th house and it is placed in your 3rd house with Ketu, you also need to pay attention to your children's health and try to keep your approach towards them soft and loving rather than controlling. Now Venus will be aspecting Aquarius, which is your 9th house, where Rahu is currently positioned. This can give a small rise in luck and may even bring relief if your father has been facing health concerns recently. It may not be a complete solution, but still some ease can be felt, and spiritually this is a wonderful period. Cancer Ascendant. For Cancer natives, Venus will be transiting Leo, thus in your 2nd house along with Ketu. Venus rules your 11th house and your 4th house. Normally Venus, as the lord of 11th house, positioned in the 2nd house, is good for finances and can bring gains. So if you have been feeling some restriction in money part, then this period may give you a bit relief, though not completely, because Venus is with Ketu here. At the same time, you need to be careful in your relationship within your home and also your social circle as well. This transit can bring some stress in those areas. You may sometimes feel like withdrawing, staying away from family or avoiding social life. Try not to completely isolate yourselves. Make an effort to stay warm and loving and compassionate towards those around you. Speech is also very important here with Ketu in your second house and Venus together with it. Your words can either become harsh and create misunderstandings, or if the energy works positively, you may find yourself able to express your feelings in a softer, more convincing way than before. The key is to be mindful of how you speak. Also take care of your mother's health during this period. From your second house, Venus will be aspecting Aquarius, your 8th house, where Rahu is positioned. This can bring some unexpected gains if your chart supports it. And it may also give you some relief in health matters, though not completely because Rahu is still here. If you have had tensions with in-laws, then this influence may also reduce them slightly. And for those who are drawn towards deep subjects like astrology, healing, archaeology, or spiritual practices, then this can be a very beautiful period to explore those areas. And since the second and the 8th houses are also connected strongly here right now, so those who are in banking, finance, insurance, people working in those in these fields may also find some benefit during this period. Leo ascendant. For Leo, it is Venus will be transiting your first house in the sign of Leo along with Ketu. Now Venus rules your third house and your 10th house. Since Venus is your 10th lord position in the first house with Ketu, this transit can bring some shifts or changes in your career if your chart allows. During this time, your mind and energy will mainly be focused on your work, but you may also feel tired or frustrated with things happening at the workplace, especially office politics or unnecessary conflicts. There can be some challenges with colleagues, maybe more with female co-workers here. At the same time, if your chart is supportive, this period can also bring opportunities for promotion or increment. This is especially true for those working in public sector or government related jobs, because Sun, your ascendant lord, will be is moving through your second house and creating this direct opposition with Saturn, and it is also connected with Mercury here as well. So this can happen, but only if your chart permits. With Venus, your career lord, in the ascendant, this combination has the power to bring growth if your overall chart is positive. One thing you should be extra careful about is your relationship with siblings, since Mars is currently in Libra in your third house and its dispositor Venus is positioned in the first house with Ketu. So this shows that misunderstandings can happen easily. Speech is also a big concern here. With Venus and Ketu in the first house, Sun in the second, Mars in the third, your words may come out very sharp or blunt, which can hurt others. So during this time, try your best to speak with softness and humility. This will save you from unnecessary issues, not just with family and siblings, but even with your neighbors, because this transit can create some tension in those areas as well. Also take care of your legs, as some leg related issues could show up in this period. From your first house, Venus will be aspecting your 7th house, the house of marriage and partnership, where Rahu is positioned in the sign of Aquarius. If you are single and looking to get married, this transit can bring marriage proposals or new relationships into your life. Jupiter's aspect on the 7th house further supports this, but do remember that with Rahu positioned here, any new relationship can be karmic in nature and may come with its own illusions. So it's important to know the person well before making commitments. For those who are already married, this aspect can bring some improvement in relationships, in marital relationship, if your chart supports. Virgo ascendant. For Virgo natives, Venus will be transiting your 12th house in the sign of Leo along with Ketu. Venus rules your 9th house and your 2nd house. When the Lord of 9th house moves into the 12th house with Ketu, it becomes very powerful for spiritual growth. This transit can open doors for deeper faith, meditation, or even the guidance of a spiritual teacher. You may also feel inspired to take up spiritual journeys or long distance travel during this period. So because Ketu is with Venus, some small hurdles could come along the way, so just move with patience. You should also take care of your father's health at this period. If things are positive in your chart, then this transit may also bring a spiritual guru or a mentor in your life, or inspire you to perform religious or auspicious rituals at home like puja or puja havan katha. It's also a beautiful time if you want to help others, make donations, or connect with an NGO. Since Venus is also your second lord position in the 12th house, you may see an increase in expenses. Some of these expenses may be good, like spending on spiritual activities, but try not to waste money on unnecessary things like luxury or any things which are not necessary in your life. A good way to balance is to place your money into safe investments that can grow steadily in the future, like secure funds, fixed deposits, rather than putting it into risky or speculative markets. This way you are spending wisely and securing your future at the same time. Health-wise, you need to be careful about issues related to your throat, teeth, or mouth infections during this period. So pay attention to hygiene and diet. From the 12th house, Venus will be aspecting your 6th house, where Rahu is positioned, the sign of Aquarius. This is actually a supportive aspect because Venus will soften Rahu's energy. If you have been struggling with health issues, conflicts, or enemies, you may find some relief now. This is also a good time for students preparing for competitive exams because Venus's aspect and Rahu's position in the 6th house can give you an upper hand here, but you need to work hard here. It can help you overcome challenges with determination and grace. Libra ascendants. For Libra natives, Venus will be transiting your 11th house, the sign of Leo, along with Ketu. Venus is your ascendant lord as well as your 8th house. This transit can bring sudden gains for you, but you need to be careful because those gains may also slip away quickly through sudden expenses, since Ketu is positioned with Venus. The best thing you can do is to use your money wisely after covering your fixed and necessary expenditures. Try to save or invest the rest in safe places, not in speculative or risky markets. That way you can actually make this period more beneficial for yourself. If you have been feeling stuck with your wishes or fulfillment of desires, then this period can bring some relief here too. Health-wise, please take care, especially for anything related to your legs or knees, since your ascendant lord is with Ketu here. Apart from that, this transit can also support you with career growth. If your chart allows, it may bring increments, promotions, or new gains in your profession as well. In terms of relationship, this is a time when you can work on improving your bond with elder siblings, friends, or social circle. If there were misunderstandings, this transit can help you mend them. But since Venus, your ascendant lord, is with Ketu, you may also feel like keeping away from people or withdrawing from society. It is fine to keep distance from negative people, but please don't distance yourself from true well-wishers. Their presence will actually bring you comfort and benefit in your life. You may also experience some confusion in decision making during this time. So try to keep your desires simple and grounded, and don't take impulsive decisions or actions. The less you complicate things with high expectations, the smoother this period will feel for you. From 11th house, Venus will be aspecting your 5th house, where Rahu is positioned in the sign of Aquarius. Now, for those who have been trying to conceive a child, then this period can bring some positive results. If you are waiting for results related to IVF or adoption, then this transit can support you positively if your chart supports. It's also a good time to adopt a pet if that has been on your mind. If your children have been facing health issues, or if there have been challenges in your relationship with them, then this aspect can also bring some relief and healing as well. For Scorpionites, Venus will be transiting your 10th house in the sign of Leo along with Ketu. Venus rules your 7th house and your 12th house. During this transit, you may feel like saying, I just need a break from this job, from this people, from all this workplace politics. You may want to withdraw from crowd at work and spend time in peace, away from unnecessary stress. For some, this may simply mean taking a few days off, enjoying a quiet break at home, or spending time at a calm place like in resort or a hill station. And it doesn't always have to be about adventure, but more about rest and relaxation. For others, this period may bring opportunities connected to foreign countries. Some may travel abroad to work, while others could even receive job offers from MNCs or foreign organizations if your chart supports it. Venus with Ketu in the 10th house along with Sun and Mercury transiting your 11th house in the position with Saturn. It can also open doors for promotions or increments if your chart allows. One thing to be careful about is your health, because work stress or overload can bring imbalance. Try to manage your personal and professional life in a way that doesn't drain you completely. Also, watch out for sleep related issues during this period, as restlessness may disturb your routine. Even with these challenges, this transit of Venus will feel little lighter and more comforting compared to the time when Sun was transiting with Leo earlier this month. From the 10th house, Venus will be aspecting your 4th house, the sign of Aquarius, where Rahu is positioned. This aspect can bring some relief in matters related to your home, property or family. If you have been feeling tension in your domestic life, this period can ease it slightly. And for those whose mothers have been going through health issues, this aspect may also bring some improvement or relief. Sagittarius ascending. For Sagittarius natives, Venus will be transiting your 9th house, the sign of Leo along with Ketu. Venus rules your 6th house and your 11th house. So this is quite an important period. On a positive note, this transit can really support your spiritual growth. If you have been feeling stuck or like luck has not been in your favor lately, then this time can bring some relief and some positive results here as well. At the same time, there may be some challenges with father figures, teachers or mentors. So try to remain calm and respectful in those relationships. Be careful with your health as well, since Venus is also your 6th lord and is positioned with Ketu. If you pay attention to your routine, you will be able to manage any minor issues you may be facing. This is also a beautiful period to focus on your studies, especially higher education, or to prepare for competitive exams if your chart supports it. Your hard work will not go to waste. So keep putting in effort without losing patience. But you need to work hard here, because sometimes Ketu can make you feel lazy. So the more you put in effort, the best it will for you. Another thing to remember is about the fulfillment of your desires. During this transit, it may happen that even when your wishes come true, they may not happen exactly the way you imagined. Things may manifest differently than expected. So it's best to keep your desires simple and simple and grounded, and accept whatever comes with an open heart. The more flexible you are, the smoother this time will feel. Venus will also be casting its aspect on your third house where Rahu is positioned. This can bring you a bit relief if you have been facing issues with neighbors, siblings, or people around you. It can also give you courage, fresh new ideas, and inspiration. If you've been wanting to learn a new skill or develop your creativity, then this is a supportive period for that as well. Capricorn Ascendant. For Capricorn natives, Venus will move into your 8th house in the sign of Leo where Ketu is positioned. Venus is a ruler of your 5th house and your 10th house. So this time can bring a mix of results. It can be helpful for people working in areas like astrology, occult, mysticism and research, or nanotechnology, healing, microbiology, or even insurance field. And this period can really support growth in such areas. If you have children, it's good to be a little more attentive to their health during this period. Also, it's better to avoid putting money into speculative markets like gambling or risky shares, because this transit doesn't favor that for Capricorn natives. On the other hand, if you want to study or go deeper into subjects like astrology, occult, the fields that I mentioned earlier, then it is very supportive time to learn that. You may even see sudden gains, but only if your oral chart allows it. At the same time, do watch your own health, especially stomach related issues, as those may come up. Venus will also be aspecting Rahu in the sign of Aquarius, your 2nd house. Because of this, if you have been facing family tensions, you may notice some relief now, slight relief. And this influence can also make your speech softer and more humble, which will help you connect better with others. It's also a good time to improve your food habits and shift towards healthier lifestyle. Financially, this Venus-Rahu connection can also bring opportunities for gains. So overall, it is a supportive period for money matters or finances. Aquarius Ascendants. For Aquarius natives, Venus will be moving into Leo along with Ketu in your 7th house. Venus rules your 4th house and your 9th house. So during this period, you may feel that your inner peace or happiness is a little low. You might even feel some restrictions at home, or feel like staying away from your family or for some time, maybe because of frustration or emotional restlessness. Now, since Venus and Ketu are together in your 7th house, this can show two sides. If the energy works positively, then this can bring new marriage prospects for those who are unmarried and looking for a partner. It may even happen that a life partner could come through your mother or from your maternal side as well. But if you are already married, then this is the time where you need to be extra patient with your spouse. Try to listen to their perspective with an open heart. And many times misunderstandings happen not because of the couple directly, but due to external influences, and sometimes even family members can be the reason for that. So if you stay calm and focus on understanding rather than reacting, it will help you avoid unnecessary conflicts. If you are into business, then make sure you take every decision very wisely. Do not rush, as partnerships in business matters may feel slightly unsettled during this transit. Also, please take care of your parents' health, because this transit may bring some challenges for them. Venus will also be aspecting your 1st house where Rahu is positioned. This can increase your confidence and even help you with some healing if you have been facing health concerns due to Rahu. But at the same time, try not to become overconfident. Keep your desires simple and stay grounded, because going with the flow and accepting situations as they come will help you the most during this period. Pisces ascendant. For Pisces natives, Venus will be moving into Leo along with Ketu in your 6th house. Venus here rules your 3rd house and your 8th house. Now here health needs to be your first priority during this time, with Saturn position in the 1st house, Mars currently moving in the 8th house, Venus being the dispositor of Mars in the 6th house, and Rahu Ketu in the 6-12 axis. All this combination can make you more sensitive to health concerns. Both hidden and open challenges can show up, whether in form of health issues or opponents or unexpected obstacles. So please be cautious here, especially about your eating habits. Try to keep your food simple and healthy and sattvic as much as possible. This transit may also create some small disagreements with your younger siblings, your cousins, or even neighbors. So try to remain calm and avoid unnecessary arguments. On a positive note, this is also a time where you can actively work on overcoming your difficulties, whether related to health, rivals, or obstacles in general. If you make conscious efforts, Venus here can actually help you rise above those issues. Venus will also be casting its aspect on Aquarius, your 12th house, where Rahu is positioned. This can bring a little relief if you have been struggling with sleep issues or some disturbances connected to Rahu energy. You may find things improving slowly if you put an effort into maintaining balance. This period may also bring some short travels for you as well, depending on how your personal chart supports it. So that's it for today. Do remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Do not forget to hype our videos and have a wonderful day ahead. Meet you in the next video. Until then, take care and Narayan, Narayan.